Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So I wanted to let you guys know that I have a couple new blogs out. One is a blog about pink lures. It's just a new take on it. And I also created a blog about the ebbing rig and my experiences with it. I go into a little bit of detail about it, how to rig it. And I'll be adding to that blog as well over time. So one thing when it comes to blogging is that I'll sit down. It takes me a good couple days to write a blog because I want to give you guys the technical information, stuff that I can't really go over in the podcasting. So because there's just a lot more technical and it has to be written down and I want you to be able to see it. So that's one of the reasons why I like to do the blog, and not to mention it's a great stress release for me. So make sure you go to the blogs and check them out. There's lots of detail in there, lots of how-to. And if you read really close, you're going to pick up on some really good nuggets. So, just saying. Okay, so as far as the fishing goes out there, the water temperatures over the weekend were hovering around. I think it was on Thursday I got out there, and the water temperatures were hovering about 70 degrees. Surface temperatures. The fish were acting a little lethargic, but we got them to go. We had an amazing catch of really nice mutton snappers. Fish up to 30 inches. So on Thursday with some good clients of mine, Chris and Teddy, and they've been fishing with me a long time. And then Friday we had an approaching front. Everybody was out wahoo fishing. So I grabbed a couple of rods. I went Friday for like a couple hours, and I ran a big Nomad 220 on one side, and then I ran the bait strip blue over crystal sea witch, and within the sea witch, I tie my own pearl skirts. Now I want a really fluffy, I want a fluffier pearl, I call it. I want more pearl mylar than what typically is sold out there, because I want it really kind of like bushy. I want a larger profile bait over my bait strip, and I do like to run the bait strips this time of year. I do have a lot of success on those. It seems like, I don't know why, but when the water gets a little colder. So, and the water temperature is around 72, and that fish ate the bait strip. And on the, I run the Canon downriggers and the electric downriggers. I run them with 15-pound downrigger lead dredge weights by Tim the lead guy. If you guys want to buy those leads, you can call Tim. He's a cool guy. Just send him a text. Probably the best thing to do. I'm going to pull up his number here now so you can just text him. His number that you can call and get lead and is his number is 954-292-1797. He does a lot of custom stuff. So like right now I prefer using the like when I'm mutton snapper fishing, I'm using like a 14-ounce bank sinker, and rather than a 12 or a 16, and that seems to work very well for me. So if you want those 14s or anything else custom when it comes to lead, call Tim. I know he's up by Boynton, so I know he delivers. So he's a good dude, really helpful. He just dropped me off a whole bunch of custom sea witch heads that I wanted. I'm very impressed. So like I said, he can do about anything, man. He's like, if you guys have any ideas that you want to like start a business for a sea witch business or something, you can call Tim, and he can have the molds made and shit, and yeah. So yeah, good guy. So so back to the wahoo thing. I did I caught one fish. He was a nice fish, and I have it posted on my Instagram. I've got another video that I'll put out later. I got him on video as well. I might put that on YouTube. So, I caught him on the bait strip, and I had that. It was set back. I had it set back like 220 on the downrigger, so it was set a little further back than the Nomad. The Nomad was run a little closer. So it just shows you, sometimes the fish are fish. Who knows? I didn't double up, and then I caught that fish, and then then it was time for me to go because the south wind was going to start shaking everything. So I'm not a big fan of fishing in the south wind in my boat. So I booked it home, and then right when I got back, I started cranking, and I was back by 10 10 o'clock. So, but it was a nice morning. And I do like to fish by myself, and I don't like to spend the whole day out there. I just like to spend a couple hours when I'm alone. So I didn't do anything else that morning. And then let's see, what day was it? Oh, Saturday I didn't fish. Sunday afternoon I went out, had a great family. They were in, and never fished with them before. We went to the patch reefs, and we destroyed the mangrove snappers. It's been amazing on the patch reefs this year for mangroves. What was cool was, what was so special about these folks is that now that they were looking, they just didn't want to keep a lot of fish, and I don't believe in keeping fish just to put them up for my photos for marketing. So we easily had our limits of nice mangrove snappers that were, they only have to be 10 inches in state waters. So we easily had that 3-person limit at no time. So we released a bunch of lane snappers that were legal as well, and then and that was in the mid morning, and then the wind laid out. Then we went out, we went mutton snapper fishing, and it was easy living for us. We caught some beautiful mutton snappers. Kai caught his first mutton snapper, was his first 30-inch mutton snapper. So Kai, welcome to the Mutton Face Club. Awesome job. So the mutton snappers have been a little tricky, and but we've been putting together some beautiful catches of muttons. Great eating. The meat yield is awesome. Not to mention they freeze up really nice, really nice. So that's been awesome fishing for us. The mutton snapper fishing has been amazing for us, and the mangrove snapper fishing has been very reliable. Oh, we caught a lot of yellowtails. So the yellowtail fishing here is going to start going off. It's been pretty good for the winter, but it's going to start really getting very good here soon. So, just for you guys to know, probably here coming closer to the new moon, they'll start, you'll start seeing them starting to stack up bigger flags, and that all that kind of stuff. They're catching them on the wrecks right now, so just keep that in mind. The APs are starting to show up. They're a little bit late this year. They'll be on their usual haunts, the Spiegel, the Dwayne, and then you've got, of course, the Eagle Wreck is where, a good spot. And then the permit will follow. So it's kind of like the rotation is kind of starting. We're going to see some warmer temperatures. Weather's going to start stabilizing, and then we'll have a couple good months of just, good stable fishing. I think is going to start happening here. There was an awesome bite of sailfish. Awesome bite. The reason why is that there was so much warm water, and the edge pushed in close up to Ocean Reef area up from the Spiegel up. So there were also fish that were staged along Little Conch Reef as well. So there was a good amount of sails that were pushing through, but the all those big numbers were off of Fowry rocks and stuff. And there's a reason why. When I take satellite image pictures every day, so I can kind of correlate to where that bite, where to look for wahoos, where to look for dolphin. And the satellite image pictures I got from the days that it went off, I recorded all that stuff, and I'll share that with I'll share that. I think I'll share that soon, but I'm not sure what type of format I want to share that in. So, but that's why I use SATFISH, because I can get that stuff for my own logbook. So when you're not fishing and somebody's there's a 72 fish sailfish day, I pull up the SATFISH and I take a screenshot of why it was so good, so I have some historical numbers. So that's how I spend. If I'm I see that in a minute, I was like, oh man, it's going off up there, so I'm going to see why. So then if it's a clear day, I can get a really good satellite image. And we had some gin clear days, so I was able to get some perfect satellite image shots of off Ocean Reef, Fowry Light. You can see all the nice water pushed in there. You can see the edge. It was picture perfect. So we're also going to see that happen here pretty soon in the month of March here, hopefully off of Key Largo, and then down towards, and then of course that epic sailfish bite always happens to the south. Well, who knows if it's going to happen this year? Nothing's guaranteed. down off a Marathon where they catch, the same amounts. But it's cool to see it happen off Key Largo. So that's why SATFISH is cool. It really teaches, it shows. I've learned so much about moving water, and that's just what it's all about. Is just spending a lot of time studying and diving into it. And yeah, it's just it's a visual. So I have a Mac too, and I'm not sure if you have a Mac, you can pull it up on your computer screen at home. And then what I like to do with it is I can manipulate the colors so I can really see the hard edges by using the Mac. So I'll take a screenshot and then I'll manipulate the colors on my computer so I can see that edge. And it's fun to do that way. So there's a lot of different things you can do with your Mac or your home PC to whatever computer you're using. You take a screenshot and then you can manipulate the colors to really see the edges. So it's cool. It's cool. So, but yeah, that's really all I got for today, guys. Just get yourselves ready. Things are about ready to break wide open. I think we're going to have a good March. I think we are. I think we're going to see some awesome sailfishing right out in front here off of Tavernier down to Molasses Reef, down to Alligator. We got some stabilized weather coming in. I think it's going to be some good fishing. So I've got some availability over the next couple weeks, and then in March and April. So if you want to come down and go fishing with me, you can email me at goodkarmaryan@gmail.com. As far as fishing with me in May, you need to get your reservations in as soon as possible, because my May is filling up, and then my June is filling up as well. So if you're planning on fishing with me this summer, highly suggest you get your reservations made. So looking forward to seeing some of you guys in the new deep reef fishing course. We're going to cover everything. It's going to be fun. And what's so unique is that you really get close proximity as far as question and answers go weekly. And then you also get to say, hey, I want to learn about this. So, and then if it makes sense, I add it. So that's all I got, guys. Follow me on Instagram at goodkarmasportfishing_FL_keys. YouTube, I'm working on a new tutorial. It's taking me some time because I'm I want to make sure it's right. So you can follow me there as well. And then I'll probably put that new video out there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I got some good footage. I'm just not that's one thing I have to get over is just putting shit out there for people to watch. I'm my biggest critic. So anyways, that's it. Oh, and if you want to book a trip, you can email me at goodkarmaryan@gmail.com, or you can direct message me at 305-619-2126. Thank you again. And remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.